Taking care of grandchildren can be a rewarding and fulfilling experience for many grandparents. However, it can also have some negative effects on their health and well-being, especially if they are the primary caregivers or if they provide intensive care. In this section, we will explore how taking care of grandchildren can affect your grandma's health and well-being, and what you can do to support her. First, let's look at some of the benefits of grandparenting. Research has shown that having a close and positive relationship with grandchildren can protect against depression for both grandparents and grandchildren. Grandparents who spend quality time with their grandchildren can also enjoy more happiness, satisfaction, and purpose in life. Moreover, grandparenting can boost cognitive function and verbal fluency for older adults, as they engage in stimulating activities and conversations with their grandchildren. However, these benefits may not apply to all grandparents, especially those who face high levels of stress and responsibility in caring for their grandchildren. Some of the challenges that grandparents may encounter are: physical strain. Taking care of young children can be physically demanding and exhausting for older adults, especially if they have chronic health conditions or disabilities. Grandparents may have to lift, carry, chase, or play with their grandchildren, which can cause fatigue, pain, or injury. They may also have to adjust their sleep patterns or routines to accommodate their grandchildren's needs. Emotional stress. Grandparents may experience emotional stress from various sources, such as conflicts with their adult children over parenting styles or expectations, worries about their grandchildren's well-being or future, or feelings of guilt, resentment, or isolation. Grandparents may also have to cope with the loss of their own identity or independence, as they devote most of their time and energy to their grandchildren. Financial burden. Grandparents who provide child care may incur additional expenses for food, clothing, education, medical care, or transportation for their grandchildren. These expenses may strain their budget and affect their retirement plans or savings. Grandparents may also have to reduce their work hours or quit their jobs to take care of their grandchildren, which can result in lower income or Social Security benefits. These challenges can have negative consequences for grandparents' health and well-being. Studies have found that grandparents who provide intensive or custodial care for their grandchildren are more likely to report poor self-rated health, functional limitations, depression symptoms, cognitive decline, and chronic diseases than non-caregiving grandparents or those who provide occasional or moderate care. So what can you do to help your grandma if she is taking care of your children? Here are some suggestions. Respect her boundaries and preferences. Ask your grandma how much and what kind of help she is willing and able to provide for your children. Don't assume that she is always available or happy to babysit. Respect her limits and don't impose on her too much. Also, listen to her opinions and advice on parenting issues, but don't expect her to follow your rules or methods exactly. Allow her some flexibility and autonomy in caring for your children. Appreciate and acknowledge her efforts. Show your gratitude and recognition for your grandma's contributions to your family. Express your love and appreciation verbally or through gestures such as cards, flowers, gifts, or hugs. Involve your children in thanking and honoring their grandma. Celebrate special occasions such as birthdays, holidays, or Grandparents' Day with her. Support her needs and interests. Help your grandma meet her physical, emotional, financial, and social needs. Provide her with practical assistance such as groceries, household chores, transportation, or respite care when needed. Encourage her to seek professional help if she shows signs of physical or mental health problems. Support her hobbies and interests outside of grandparenting. Invite her to join family outings or activities that she enjoys. Connect her with resources and networks. Help your grandma access information and services that can support her grandparenting role. For example, you can help her find local programs or organizations that offer financial assistance, legal advice, educational opportunities, or social support for grandparents raising grandchildren. You can also introduce her to other grandparents who share similar experiences or challenges. Taking care of grandchildren can be a blessing or a burden for your grandma depending on the circumstances and the level of support she receives from you and others. By understanding the potential effects of grandparenting on her health and well-being, and by providing her with the respect, appreciation, assistance, and connection she deserves, you can make her grandparenting experience more enjoyable and rewarding for both her and your children. Your grandma loves you very much, but she also has her own life to live. She deserves to have her own hobbies and interests outside of childcare. She might want to pursue a passion project, learn a new skill, travel the world, or simply relax and enjoy her retirement. She might have friends to hang out with, clubs to join, or causes to support. She might have health issues that require her to rest and take care of herself. She might have other family members who need her attention and care. Asking your grandma to be your full-time babysitter is not fair to her or to yourself. It puts a lot of pressure and responsibility on her, and it might make her feel guilty or resentful if she can't meet your expectations. It also deprives you of the opportunity to bond with your child and to find other childcare options that suit your needs and budget. It might create conflict and tension in your relationship with your grandma, which is not good for anyone. Your grandma is not your employee or your servant. She is your family member and your friend. She deserves respect and appreciation for everything she has done for you and your child. She deserves to have her own hobbies and interests outside of childcare. She deserves to have fun and fulfillment in her golden years. She deserves to be happy.